Today is one of the biggest, actually it's the last biggest kickback day of the year. 8% on all products today from TCG Players. So if there's something that you've been wanting to pick up for friends, family, for the holidays, or if you just want to indulge in yourself in some of the biggest goodies out there. Also, use my TCG Player link down below if you're planning on picking up anything. Helps support the channel and does not cost you a goddamn thing. Alright, well, let's pass it on over to Market Watch. Prelude to destruction, shall we? Hey, 34% of you that have not smashed the ever-loving crap out of that subscribe button. Is now today the day for you to smash it? Please, of course, smash the crap out of that subscribe button. Says them as more awesome content. Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. Yeah, this has got some interesting little interactions for it that people have kind of been looking at this format and talking about. And of course, it looks like we had a little bit of a ramp up there from what we're seeing here. Those first editions actually looking very, very nice. Meanwhile, the unlimbs are pretty decently cheap here. You get a mod play for $10, $11. Now you can get a crimped up in half one for $13. Light play unlimbs is going to cost you about $13, which is not bad. Ooh, those Italian copies look nice. A little bit expensive though for my taste. First editions are, actually very expensive. $35 right now for the Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon Machine. You know what? Considering the fact that Odd Eyes keeps getting support every other week, it seems like at this point, you can get some secret rares here from Clash for literally $3.50, so that's not horrible either. Star Pack Starfoil. This is the same price as the Secret. That's hilarious. I see you can also get the Secret from the Megatin for $2 as well. Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon Overlord, very, very cheap right now. And then the Battles of Legend version is like literally 7 cents. So you got plenty of the cheaper variations if you want. If you want to touch the high rarity like the Ulti. The first edition is going to cost you, but it's interesting. People are looking at this as just like an overlay material for like OTK machines. Definitely interesting. Next up here is Sky Striker stuff. I know, I keep talking about Sky Striker stuff in a lot of these videos, and you know what? Rose is still down. All right, that's not expensive. This is where the expensive factor still is. The Ulti of this has actually, you see 214 here, 195 and 190, but when you scroll on down here, you're like, oh, you can get a near mint French for 145, sure. And then you kind of keep on scrolling here, you're like, wait a minute, these escalate on up to $250. Yes, we have now re-reached the point that Ulti Kagari is now setting back at $250. I can't believe it. Every time we look at like Sky Striker related buyouts, it's always hilarious to see. Like, it amazes me. Like, we just go through cycles where like people are like, we'll let it go down. We're at 150 right now for the Shizuku. I mean, I guess rays are down to under 50 now. Take a moment to truly appreciate how crazy that this is, that you have seen Ray reach such a low point now in the game. Hayate's 42s, 25s, Afterburner's still $13, Widow Anchor's still at 2 to 3. You still have Shizuku's piercing down to like the $4 mark. I'm genuinely impressed with this. Area Zero, these are now gaining value. These are now $4 for super copies of this. Let that sink in for a moment here, that all of your Sky Striker related cards are doing their thing again. And there's been really no change in what is available out there for knowledge on the secondary market. It just appears that more and more people are kind of spinning heads going, ooh, I can spend more money on this now for this. That's seems to be the generalized acceptance right now of the Sky Striker market. Alright, as we move on along here from the decrepit Sky Striker market, Messenger of Peace. Now, to nobody's shock here, these have been continuously starting to disappear. I made a video on this the other day talking about, hey, you want some of these because of Runic, you should probably grab them. And guess what? The Duelist Leagues went even further beyond, as the reds are still pretty cheap. That's good. Now, it's just the blues. No other ones it really exists right now. Spell Rollers, the SRLs. I believe that these were the reprints. Yes. Oh my God, those ramped up. Yeah, of course. One Floodgate back in the day gets a chance to see some play here. Purples, still like $2 for those. Dual Sleeves now have 17 listings. The greens down to 11. You can still get green ones if you want. That's still cheap. Retro Pack Rares at $3. This is one of the very few times in like the game's existence that you'll see, for whatever reason, people like, yeah, I don't want to touch Dual Sleeves. These are not what I want. All right, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, every other form of the market will always absorb those Dual Sleeve variants. So hey, you know what? I'm gonna say the same thing I said the other day. If you want some cheap Dual Sleeve copies and you're seeing everybody just dodge these, go make your nice copies. Enjoy them. All right, because when people are like, ooh, stinky, I don't want to touch these. Yeah. Now this is an interesting one. We've checked on this a couple of times, not really a lot, but with all of the past formats that kind of have been popping up, there's been a decent discussion on this as of late. 190, 50 for damaged. You can get a Spanish version mod play here for basically 80. Oh gosh, these ramp up. You get a German for 125, 165 for Italian, 170. You're looking at like 170, 173 here for light play. Get a Portuguese copy for 180. Yikes. But yeah, you're hitting the 200 plus mark here if you want one of these. A lot of people are looking at, once again, older formats. This is going to be one of those really cool cards that I think a lot of people are going to kind of maybe pay attention to, but we'll have to wait and see. So just be aware that the generalized up ramp for this has been up, and away. The fallout from Ancient Fairy Dragons errata. God, those first eds, they actually went above and beyond. It only took a while. $6.50 somebody bought one for, and then the rest are all just light play. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, we're not officially at $100 for light play. I'm not surprised about that in the very least. Gosh, 300 for near mint. Yikes. Yeah, these ramped up very quickly. 430. Ew. And then wow. You know what? I should have known that they would go up even further beyond. It just took a lot of time for it to actually happen. And we were ahead of the curve. I guess you really do love to see it. Ultis have 33 listings, 42s for the 10s. Oh boy, yeah, people did come through and take off copies off the market. The 10 version's still very cheap. It's good news. When you can get cheaper versions, that's always a good thing. Ulti Tour Guide. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. So, 235 have been all of your last sold listings. You get a Spanish for 200, 211. You know, you have a decent amount of pages on that. 216, yep. These are worth something, for sure. I just wanted to point out down here that the Ultras from Dual Overload are also $4. The Star Pack versions are also up right now. Golds are also at like $3. I don't know how many of you have paid attention to that, but all of your copies of Tour Guide have been kind of on the up and up as of late, so do kind of pay attention to that. Foolish Brittle Goods. This is hilarious. The secret versions of this continue to pique my interest. $13 right now for these. But meanwhile, you got $5-6 on limbs back here. But when you hit the first ed mark, they're $13 for this. Alright, this is one of the cards we've joked about for years, and it's continued to do its thing, and it does not surprise me. DD Crows. I guess this is kind of interesting. These have been ramping up. You're at 650 plus now for these. You get a German copy for, you get 3 German copies for 470. On down to 480. These did crash out. I guess do keep in mind that all copies of DD Crow are kind of worth looking at right now. Speed duel versions are like $5. Yeah, just kind of keep an eye on this card. Interesting things about it for Perform Palace Synchron. Oh my gosh, these are still money. You love to see it, I guess. $5, $6, and $5. Yeah, you ramp up to $6 relatively quickly. Well, am I surprised? No. We've followed this one for a little while, and it continues to do its thing. Super Quick Draw Synchrons. Are these really going up? Yeah, they are. Thank you. I guess Dandelion format. 35 for French light play. 40, 43, 45 on up to 50. $54. Ugh. That's impressive. Mystic Pipers are now $13 for light play. This card someday will get a reprint. I'm actually surprised it hasn't at this point. Yeah, plenty of $13 copies here on up to 14. That's not bad. It's better than what they've been, that's for sure. I'll take that. And then we also have Serugia. Check back in here to see what's going on with this guy. These continue to ramp up. I'm not surprised. Only $8-9 now. At least, once again, you have cheaper copies on the market, but those one versions, they're going to be costing you. I love how the dual devs are officially like $3. Well, that's today's market. Now, keep in mind that there will be a lot of changes coming. I assume that we'll have the fallout of, Kickback on tomorrow. We'll also have, the damage report from what reveals we get tonight as well. So, a lot to take in actually kind of a very short amount of time here. So, well, guys, I do wish you the best today. And we'll see how the rest of the day goes. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.